down. My second tip about conflict that is easier said than done is to pick your battles. So we hear that, you have a conflict, well, pick which ones are you going to actually fight over. And so that's a great tip. Again, it's a great advice for making sure that everything doesn't become a conflict. But how do you know if it's a battle that you should pick or if it's one that you should let go? Well, here's a simple test. If it's something that you think about a lot and it keeps coming to your mind and it impacts how you interact with the other person, then it's a battle that you've picked and you need to address it. However, let's say my husband and I have some kind of a minor conflict. Maybe he responds to me in kind of a short way that maybe even communicates a little bit of anger. Well, I might initially think, okay, I need to address this conflict. And yet after I think about it, I may think, well, he's been under a lot of stress at work lately. And if the behavior doesn't continue, then I might just be able to let it go. And I don't keep thinking about it. If I keep thinking about, he said that to me and he said it in that way and that really hurt my feelings, well, then it's a battle that I need to address. So if it's something you think about all the time, address it. If it impacts how you interact with another person, address it. If not, then you can let it go. There's a verse in the Bible that says that love covers a multitude of sins. And I think sometimes we get so petty with the conflicts we have, especially with those close to us, that we don't allow the fact that we love them to overlook faults. And we have our faults and we would like others to overlook them, so we should do the same thing for others. The third tip that I have that's easier said than done when it comes to conflict is agreeing to disagree. So you're married, you've been married maybe even for a little while, and you're going to find there are things that you have disagreements about that keep coming up, and you just can't seem to resolve it. Well, sometimes we think that just because we're married, we have to agree about everything. We don't. You're two different people, and yes, you've made a life together, but that doesn't mean that you have to agree about every single thing. Now, there are some things that if you disagree about them, they may impact the functioning of your home and how you work together in your marriage. So those are things obviously you do need to agree about. But there's other things that we can decide, I love my husband and he doesn't have to agree with me about this. That's okay. We can come up with a way of living together that allows us both to have our own independent thoughts and attitudes and ideas. Sometimes when it comes to people who come from different cultures, we use the term creating a third culture, meaning you don't fully follow one person's culture or the other. You blend the two to come up with a way that you can live together. And that's what we have to do also when it comes to disagreements.